Today's tutorial is a super easy, fun, quick little 5-minute gnome drawing. I really had a lot of fun drawing them, and I think you will too. If we haven't met yet, I'm Rashonda, and I'm the creator of this YouTube channel, and I love sharing ways to make your art more enjoyable, easy, and fun. So let's head on over to the art studio and get started. This is a super easy drawing. Great for beginners of any age, and you can change it up and do lots of different things with it. So we're going to start with a circle for the head, and you can, if you want, divide it so you can kind of see where everything would go. The nose is going to go right in the middle, and then what I like to do is bring the hat way down. We're just going to do a triangle for the hat, and then we're going to do another triangle down here. That's going to be our beard, and then from there we can start adding in the details. So I like to start with basic shapes because that's gonna lay everything out on the paper. And there's also this thing called the blank page syndrome, where you're trying to do a drawing and you're just staring at the blank page. You don't know how to get started. You're kind of afraid to make those first marks. And by getting these basic shapes down on there, that helps with that. So now we're going to start refining this a little bit. And one of the things I want to do is, we don't want these straight lines for the hat. We want our lines to be a little more interesting than that. So I'm just making them wavy. You can do this drawing if you are just drawing it and not talking and explaining. This is a pretty quick, could probably do it in 5 minutes. I've never timed it out, but I kind of feel like you could do this in roughly maybe about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna, this guy reminds me of a little ice cream cone. So we're just gonna put a little bit of detail on there. And then now for the beard, same thing. We're just gonna add some wavy lines, follow this little triangle shape, use that as a guide. I like to start back up here at the top. That feels easier to me. And maybe put some little texture lines on there. And then for the bottom, I like to just add a couple of lines coming down just to indicate his legs. But I think what I might do is, I don't like how that looks. So I'm thinking I might make this a little bit bigger down here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? We're just having fun. Having some fun, relaxing, doing some drawings. Don't worry too much about it trying to be perfect. And then put some legs down here. And then for the shoes, I just like to make these guys like this, just some big oversized shoes at the bottom. We can clean up all those extra lines. And that's pretty much it for the drawing itself, you don't need a ton of detail. We can make this overlap a little bit there. And then the next thing that we can do is add an outline. And I'm going to be using my Ohuhu Fine Line drawing pens. And one of the things you want to make sure is that you're using something that's not going to bleed if you're going to be using a wet medium like markers, which is what I'm going to do. And then you're just going to go right over top your pencil lines with your outlining pen. And there's different ways you can do this stage of your drawing. You can make your lines thicker, thinner. That Ohuhu pack comes with 8 different size markers, which is really nice, or different pens, outlining pens. So that's nice that it comes with all these different nib sizes, so you can make your lines thicker, you can make them thinner, and you can also go back over top of your lines and thicken them up. Like if you only have one outlining pen, you can still vary your line weights and make some thick and some thin just by going over it a few times and bulking it up a little bit. I think he kind of looks like reminds me of an ice cream cone. And this was a drawing that I did a while ago. I'm just doing it again on camera here. I never did a tutorial on this one before. But this is part of a 7-day drawing challenge I did for gnomes. The first time I ever drew a gnome, I did a series of them, which is what I like to do because it's super beneficial. I learn a lot when I do those. And those 7-day challenges are one of the things that really helped me get out of my comfort zone a little bit. It helped me build some confidence in my drawings so I could come up with some new ideas on my own. And one of the big benefits is that when you do a 7-day drawing challenge, you know what you're going to draw every day. So you just stick with that theme for the week, do one quick drawing every day. Working on artist trading cards was one of the things that really helped me be successful with that because they're much quicker than doing a full, like if I was working in a sketchbook or something. So we're just going to clean up these pencil lines. And I actually have a free starter guide on doing these 7-day challenges. And it explains what they are, which is pretty straightforward, but it also gives you some ideas on getting started and the types of things you can do, and talks a little bit about the benefits. So if you want to learn more about that in that process, you can check that out. There will be a link in the description box for that Draw It Better in 7-Day Starter Guide. So now this is the Ohuhu B marker. And what I'm going to do is start filling all the color in. And this is the brush tip that I'm using. And then what I like to do is add a little bit of a darker area just to give it a little something extra. And I'm just going to outline the edges with the darker color. Nothing crazy, just I think it makes it look a little bit more interesting. And then I want to do the hat in purple, his little ice cream cone type looking hat. And usually what I do is just go around the outside edges so that I am staying in the lines. Just turn your paper as you're going. And then just kind of overlapping as I go. I'm not really good at getting super smooth blends with big areas. And that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm actually going to fill his nose in purple too. He's just going to be a purple gnome. And then again and this is just an old Bic marker that I had. When I first started out with markers, I didn't know what I was doing. And there weren't as many nice supplies as there are now. And these Bic markers were ones that I just got at the local grocery store actually. And they served me pretty well for what I was doing at the time. But now there are a lot nicer markers at reasonable prices, such as those Ohuhu are really nice. They come with a great set of colors and they don't break the bank, which is always a good thing. So again, just going right over those edges. And then I think I'm going to make his legs purple as well. And then for the beard, I'm going to keep the beard white, so I'll just use some gray for the beard. So it'll be white with just some gray, and then the background I think I'll just fill in with a solid color. And I'm gonna go ahead and do those off camera real quick, and then I will be back when I have those finished. I got all the colors filled in the gray around the beard, which is pretty subtle, which is what I actually wanted. And now I'm going to finish up with some white highlights. And this is the Grabby acrylic marker, extra fine point. This is my first time using it. I just got these. I typically don't love the paint markers, but let's see how these do. And usually what I do with my highlights is I just use them to break up some of these big areas. I don't worry too much about where my light source is coming from and all those sorts of things. And so far I like this. This is pretty nice. It's going on smooth. It covers the marker up real nice, and it doesn't leave blobs, so that's always good. And that's gonna be it for this drawing. Might put maybe a couple more up there, but I'm gonna call this done. This was a lot of fun, super easy to do, so if you're a beginner, it's a great type of drawing to try. And also it's very relaxing and fun because it's so simple. I think makes it even more relaxing and more enjoyable. So I hope you feel inspired to try it on your own and see what kind of variations you can come up with as well. And I will see you in the next video. Happy creating! That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully you feel inspired to create some of your own artwork. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out and I sure do appreciate it. And you can also subscribe if you want to get notified of future videos. And before you leave, check out that description box. There's some links in there, the link to the freebie, as well as my favorite art supplies that I use most often. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!